Only way to go is up, man. We got to find out what we did wrong and figure out what's keeping us from playing a full 4 quarters of football. I mean, we made plays and spurts when we needed to make them, but we didn't finish the game.
Najee, it seemed like they really couldn't do much in the second half except for that one drive. How frustrating is that?
Yeah, it's real frustrating. I mean, we moved guys around and we was able to stop them throughout the third and fourth quarter. And man, the main frustrating thing is just when we need to make plays, sometimes we couldn't do it or we had penalties. It's just stuff that we need to grow up from and something that we need to improve on because I mean, we can play good and we can play great if we put our mind to it. So.
What did you see from where you were on that 4th and 1?
On the 4th and 1, they ran the play that they got us in the first half, like on the 50-yard run, and we knew it was coming because of the way they slide the backs and stuff like that. And I mean, we ran the play right into it, and that guy number 10, Brown, just made a hell of an effort to jump up, and we had him stop. We actually hit him in the backfield, the spot was whatever. But I mean, I don't think he got it, but that's the official call.
Thanks, Najee.
Hey, Najee, you got to do special teams a bunch of practice, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you see anything during those practices that's like what you see in these games, kickoff return, block, field goals, bad punt? Is that just in games, or does that happen in practice sometimes?
No, I mean, we don't. In practice, when we work it, before in the beginning of the season, we had some leakage on the field goal block, and then kickoff return, we don't practice that full goal every time, but I mean, kickoff, but like when we in practice, we execute, and in practice, it's a little different pace, and we do execute. And when they come out to the game, I mean, it's just I don't know what happened personally, but I mean, I know in order to get a field goal block, it's usually right out the middle, and that's what they did. And our coaches always tell the field goal team to always stay low and stuff like that. And I mean, when we do come out and do it in practice, I don't think we've blocked one in a while, actually.
Came around the corner.
Yeah. Oh, it came around the corner.
Almost ran by it.
Well, yeah, I mean, in practice, that hasn't happened in a while, so.
Can you talk about the pressure you guys were able to get today?
Yeah, I mean, we was able to frustrate Bridgewater a little bit in the offensive line, and I mean, Bruce is as fast as defensive end we're gonna play with, and they weren't able to block him, and that's something that we needed to do all week. I know the media was talking, the crowd was talking about pressure on the quarterback, and we blitzed him a lot more, and we was able to get there. Just the fact that he was able to be mobile, mobile quarterbacks create a problem, and he got out a few of them, but I mean, when we did hit him, we hit, so.
Sorry if you already answered this too, but can you talk about that 7-minute drive they had and just what's going through your mind when they're kind of chewing that clock down?
The main thing that was going through my mind is a turnover. Like we could have got a stop, but it'd changed. Offense would have had bad field position, and we needed a turnover. And I mean, when we talked about that, our defense got hungry. We over pursued some plays, but main thing that coach was telling us is we got to get a stop, and then we got to get a turnover to get the ball back. And we didn't get the ball back to our offense in time. I mean, they was able to go down and score in, about 50, 60 seconds. But we just got to play collectively better as a defense throughout the entire game instead of playing as spurts.
I know when you lose a game, you're walking off the field and you know that you lost and you feel pretty rotten, etc. But when does it really hit you at night when the energy starts to sap and what's it like?
It hits you at night, but when it really hits you, when you come back and you watch that film, you see what you did wrong. You see what plays you could have made, or you see what plays your teammates could have made, and just the mistakes that we shouldn't have. Like just going back to playing a full 4 quarters, like the first half, they was able to spring 2 big plays that set them up for touchdowns. Man, we shouldn't let that happen as far as the defense because it was simple plays. It wasn't nothing like that was gaining advantage or doing something here, doing something there. It was just simple plays. And when we play good in certain parts of the game, you see that you can play good. Then when you mess up, you see that you messed up, and it's just a great championship team don't mess up like that. So that's what we got to do. And I mean, when you watch film tomorrow, that's when it's gonna hit us. But the best thing that we can do is come back and play hard and win these last 3 games. And last year we tied for the Big East championship 5-2. I mean, we're gonna try to do something again this year.